Good morning, children. Till now in the lesson Reproduction in Plants, we have learned how a flower plays an important role in production of fruit and flowers. Now, there are certain plants which are non-flowering, that is, which do not bear flowers. Then, how do these flowers reproduce? Yes, these plants use the other parts for reproduction. So this type of reproduction is called as asexual reproduction. That is reproduction in plants which occurs using vegetative part other than the flower is called asexual reproduction. There are three types of asexual reproduction. The first one is vegetative propagation, second is budding, and the third one is spore formation. In vegetative reproduction, the vegetative parts of the plant are used for the production of new plants. The vegetative parts means like the stem, leaves and roots etc. are used for the production of new plants. Like we can see here stem cutting, wherein the stem is cut and then it is put into the soil and it develops into a new plant. Runner means the plants when the stem of the plant touches the ground, then the roots start growing from the stem and a new plant is developed. From the leaf, the bryophyllum leaf produces new plants from the nodes on the leaf. When these plants get separated from the leaf, they develop individually into new plants. Onion reproduces through the bulb. Now here are the names of few plants and the part of the plant that is used in the reproduction. The first is sweet potato, carrot and radish. New plants grow from modified roots. In potato, new plants from eyes in tuber which is modified stem. Onion, garlic, lilies etc. from bulbs or corms which are modified stems again. Bryophyllum as we know from the leaf. Sugarcane from nodes on stems. The stem is cut into pieces and that pieces are put into the soil which develop into a new plant. Mint and strawberry. Stem touches the ground and roots develop for a new plant. Just now we have seen that is the runners. The next method of asexual reproduction is budding. This type of reproduction usually takes place in yeast cells. The bud begins to form on parent cell. Nucleus copies and divides, the bud receives a copy. Bud now becomes a separate daughter cell. As we can see here, slowly a small bulge has formed. Then the bulge is starting to separate from the parent cell. Budding produces cells of chain. Some plants reproduce through spores. Spore formation is a method of asexual reproduction which is found in non-flowering plants such as fungi and bacteria. In this method of reproduction, the parent plant produces hundreds of tiny spores which can grow into new plants. These spores are so tiny, children, that we cannot see it by our naked eyes. Like, have you seen fungus growing on the bread or any rotten food? The fungus reproduces by spores. The sporangium of the bread mold burst open and release the spores. These spores, when fall down, produce new plants. So these spores are always present in the air. But whenever they find a suitable place to grow, they start growing there. That is why we can see fungus growing here and there in damp places. So these were the three methods of asexual reproduction. So plants produce by sexual reproduction as well as the asexual reproduction. With this, we end with the lesson. Thank you.